Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks, let's take a little look at the markets today. Pretty much the same spot we were yesterday. Not too much going on. A few things I want to talk about, and I want to play a little interview that I saw on Crypto Banter. Not a big fan of Crypto Banter, but occasionally he has some decent guests. Half his guests are scammers just like him, but this guy from Crypto Crow University, he seems to have a good gauge on the market, and I think he said some interesting things over this short interview. Basically just on trying to time the bottom, when you should be buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and just what I've been saying over the last couple months, you're just never going to get the bottom. So there comes a certain point in time where you just start buying. So let's listen to this couple minutes here.
Great. Thanks for having me on the show.
I'm so excited to have you. I know we tried to get you here a few times, and I think we finally managed to nail it, right?
We did. Third time's a charm.
Awesome. And listen, so I have a few questions for you, but I guess the biggest questions are, I want to know whether we've hit the bottom. That's the first thing. I want to know how long you think this mess is going to last. And I kind of want to know what you think is going to happen on the next cycle. That's kind of like where my headspace is at. So I'm going to hand it over to you. Show me what your charts are saying.
Great. So we'll start here with the 3-day death cross. Now, in Bitcoin's entire history, we've only had 3 of them, most recently at 17,500. But what happened before? If we zoom in to 2015, now the death cross is when this green line, the 50 MA, crosses below the 200 MA. Right after it happened in 2015, we capitulated to the bottom within 1 month. In 2018, as soon as we had that cross again for the second time in history, we did exactly the same thing. We capitulated right down to our bottom within 1 month. 2022, a lot of people think, hey, this is a curveball. Hey, it's different. This time is different. Well, what we did was we had the death cross, only the third in history, and we capitulated right to our market bottom within 1 month. So when we reached this bottom, I looked at a lot of different charts to try to get some understanding of, have we reached the bottom? This is another chart I like to use, and I used back in 2018, but this is the 100 MA and the 20 MA on the weekly. When these cross, they cross at precisely the market bottom. It happened at precisely the market bottom in 2015. The only other time in history it crossed was 2018, when it marked precisely the market bottom. And fast forward to 2022, these lines crossed at 17,500. So then you start thinking, okay, well, maybe the market bottom is in. Why is everybody saying that we're going a lot lower? This is precisely what happened.
All right, now this is the interesting part. So basically what he's saying is, if you follow the last couple years, the last cycles, according to where we hit a bottom in 2018, 2020, 2022, we basically hit that at 17,700 or whatever it was. So basically we've hit bottom. And if you notice, Bitcoin has not gone below 17,000 in like 8 months, whenever that big crash was. And according to this guy, according to his charts, which have been pretty much spot on, the bottom was 17.7, and that's why, you know, it's a great time to be buying. So this part's kind of interesting, so let me play it some more.
At the 2018 bottom. And that's why I would proceed with caution if you're waiting for 10K or sub 10K. There's a lot of data to suggest we have reached the bottom at 17,500. That's where we've stood ever since. If you look at this too, this will put it in perspective. We've been in this golden zone once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Only 4 times in history we've been in this golden zone. So if you look at the big picture and you say, okay, I'm waiting for 8K, I'm waiting for 7K, please understand right now in Bitcoin is one of the 5 best buying opportunities that we've ever seen. And that's not up for debate. Right now,
okay, so that just reaffirms what I've been saying over the last couple months. This is the time to be buying, whether we go to 12,000 or 15,000. Who really cares at this point? But according to this guy, we bottomed. We have not gone below 17,000 in months, and according to these charts, if you look at the last 5, 6, 7 years, this is the bottom is basically 17,800 or whatever it is. So definitely the time to be buying. Whether we go lower, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows, folks. Nobody knows. I have no idea. Bitcoin could go to zero tomorrow. I mean, if Bitcoin went to zero tomorrow, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, nothing surprises me in this freaking market. But if we're going off history, we're going off charts, we're going off the smart money, we've pretty much hit bottom. Do we get some weird bad news that comes out where, oh, Putin is going to nuke, some country, and then everything crashes for a day and then comes back and Bitcoin goes down to 12,000? Yeah, of course that's possible. I mean, look, I was sitting at this exact desk table during the COVID dump, watching my portfolio drop from $10,000 to like $500 in a day. So look, shit happens, folks. Shit happens. That's why I got a few gray hairs on my head right now. So anything can happen in crypto, but it always comes back. And if it doesn't come back, the way I see it in crypto, if it doesn't come back, that means it's the end of the world, and you don't need the money anyway, right? If Putin decides to nuke the United States and we're all dead, does it really matter if you have $20,000 in your savings account versus $20,000 in crypto? You can't take that shit with you, wherever the hell you're going. So hopefully it's not hell. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. Just reaffirming what I've been saying. And that guy's pretty cool. Crypto Crow University. I'll have to watch him a little bit more. Here's another one. Crypto wallet BitKeep hacked for 1 million in BNB chain. I've been torn over the last couple years, and I've said this before. Where's the safest place to keep your crypto? Well, I lost most of my crypto by keeping it on an actual wallet, thinking I was doing the right thing 5 years ago, because I took a picture of the private key, and of course my phone got hacked, and they got the private key, blah blah blah. And but even if that didn't happen, these wallets get hacked. Anything can happen. So I've actually come to the conclusion that the safest place to keep your crypto, if you're a U.S.-based citizen, is just keep it on Binance.us or FTX and have two-factor authentication, or Coinbase. And then, if you want to play the game where it's like, oh, I want to keep it on my own private wallet too, split it down the middle, half on the centralized exchange with two-factor authentication, the other half on the wallet. It's definitely good to split everything up anyway, but man, I just don't trust these wallets. And I actually have a lot on my hardware wallet, and I don't even trust that. I mean, I know I should trust it, but every time I log into that hardware wallet, a couple times a year just to make sure all my feed is still there and everything, I'm always nervous. I'm like, I'm going to log into this thing, it's all going to be gone. It's just like, I know that's not going to happen, but yeah, honestly, at this point, I just trust the centralized exchanges the most. Now, if you have a Bitcoin wallet and you have that secured, that's fine. But for a lot of these altcoins, the exchanges are probably one of the safest bets. And then also have your little self-custody wallet, hardware wallet as well. Because these things do get hacked, folks. There's no guarantees. And that's why there's such good rewards in crypto, because you're taking a lot of risk when you're in crypto. It's not like playing the stock market. And that's kind of why I said a good way if you want to get into Bitcoin is buy GBTC on the stock market on your Ameritrade account, because at least then you're not going to get hacked. You're 100% guaranteed you cannot get hacked because you're backed up by the federal government. All right, folks, let's see what else we got going on. Cardano, price forecast. 88 price action hints at a 25% pump. Cardano is due for a pump. I'm shocked we haven't gotten more of a pump on Cardano. Wouldn't be surprised if Cardano does some dump down to 33 cents and then pumps up to 46 cents. So I could see a 25% pump at any time. So yeah, folks, you'll never get the bottom. Just be ready. Cardano price flipped green on Monday following the footsteps of its bigger sibling Bitcoin and Ethereum, 1.85% in 24 hours. But a 20% pump in altcoins isn't even all that big of a deal, to be honest with you. But Cardano is due for something. It just hasn't done anything. So, it could definitely dump more down to that 25-cent range, but I'm really expecting Cardano to have a nice pump back up at least into that 40-cent range. And then we'll probably dump from there. But we'll see what happens. I'm long Cardano, and I'm just looking to buy it cheap, as you guys already know. What's this guy right here? We already looked at that article. And Walmart CTO says crypto will become a major payment disruptor. So this could be one of the catalysts that gets us into the next bull market in the next couple of years. I do think a lot of these big corporations are going to start taking crypto. Some already do. But I think there's going to be a payment method. For example, if you go on Walmart.com, you'll be able to say, okay, do you want to pay in Bitcoin? And of course, they're just going to transfer it to cash. But I think in the next 2 to 5 years, 90% of all businesses will take Bitcoin, or at least their payment processor will take Bitcoin. You already see that with PayPal and some credit card companies. And once that happens, you're pretty much at mass adoption. And that's when you get your $100,000 Bitcoin, $90,000 Bitcoin. Oh, and going back to Crypto Crow University here on Crypto Banter's channel, I didn't play the whole interview. Now, as you guys know, one reason people don't like to get into Bitcoin is because the ROI is significantly less. And we all know that. We all know, like, if you buy a couple Bitcoin, you're not going to get rich. You know, the people have already gotten rich off Bitcoin. You might be at 3x, 4x. Well, Crypto Crow University, according to his charts, he thinks the next high for Bitcoin is going to be about 90,000. So what the last that you know, as you guys know, every cycle the ROI gets less for Bitcoin. We're at 67,000. He thinks the next time will be 90, and then maybe even the time after that will only be at like 120. So keep in mind, folks, there's a lot more money to be made in these altcoins. If you're just buying Bitcoin thinking it's going to like 100x, it's not going to happen. The ROI is just, it's so big now. I mean, crossing that $100,000 for Bitcoin is going to be like, I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen for like years and years and years. Like I said, Crypto University thinks the next high will be 90, and that's going to be the big dump after that going into the next bear market. So that's why you have to have these altcoins, unless you're just looking to buy something to hold it for 30 years and you want, you don't want to take any risk. But a lot of people, they just don't understand that you're late to the game. Richard Hart always says it. You're late with Bitcoin. The richest guy already bought MicroStrategies, a lot of these big billionaires. It's a 15-year-old asset at this point, 12, 15 years old. So you're late to the party. It's like buying Amazon now. So it's definitely a great store of value. It's going to 3, 4x. That's great. You're going to make some money, but you're not going to get the ROI that you would if you bought something like Cardano or Theater or something like that. All right, folks, that's it for now. We'll see what happens. Stock market's rallying today. Bitcoin's just kind of chilling. It's all unpredictable right now. So let's all use some common sense. Take it day by day. Like and subscribe. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. I just crossed over 300 subscribers. You know, it's funny. I've been doing this for like 6 months, but I labeled all my videos wrong because I'm an idiot, because I don't know anything about YouTube, and I don't even care. At the time. Now I care a little bit more, but they just weren't getting out in the searches. But now they're starting to get out in the searches a little bit more. Do appreciate it. Like I said, guys, I'm going to do my best not to steer you guys wrong. The whole point of this YouTube channel is we're all going to be buying now in the bear market, and we're all going to celebrate in that bull market. Not going to be shilling any scam projects here. No matter how big I ever get, if I ever do get big, I'm not going to be promoting any tokens. Nobody's going to be able to call me up and say, hey, Mike, here's $10,000 to promote a token, or here's $5,000 to tweet. I don't really do any of that stuff. Now, I don't have a problem with like some of these YouTubers who are like, they want to take a sponsorship for like some, TA analysis, or something like that, or if it's a product, or like, I don't know, like whatever product they sell, like a hardware wallet or something like that. I mean, that's fine, but a lot of these guys got so rich off, taking money to promote these scam projects, Crypto Banter, BitBoy, and there's thousands of other ones. I'm not going to be shilling leverage trading to you guys, so you guys all lose all your money. I mean, I never even lose leverage, and I lost all my money in 2017. I can only imagine how broke you would get if you're new to crypto and you start right off with leverage. I mean, you're done. I mean, you've basically zeroed out all of your chances to ever make money in crypto because it's all gone. So you got to be careful out there, and there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, but I'm not going to be one of them. So that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe, and have a good day, and we'll see what happens, folks. Day by day here, we're in the depths of a bear market. So, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get massive pumps in this bear market. Have a good day.